What's good, everyone? This is Dev the Coolest.
And this is Ray Bay.
And this is JB.
And welcome to Slick Talk.
Hey, welcome back, y'all. Season 3.
We still
You're
here.
trying to make your voice deeper,
again.
What's the rest of it?
Back again. Back to back, baby. Okay.
Stack the M's. There we go. I didn't know the word.
Dedicated to the queen.
Yes, Mickey. Welcome back, y'all. This is season 3. We ain't changed. We still the same silly people.
Right?
Why is my chair
still
so high?
growing, still evolving.
How do I put this down?
You know.
Do I gotta adjust the mic now?
See how you bouncing on the chair?
Come on, reality.
You've been doing a lot of that. This
Bouncing on the chair.
break.
No, I've actually.
going on?
So I'm Oh, hi y'all. So we get into it.
Yeah.
Come on,
I've been
Wendy.
practicing.
So we'll get into it. And he turned to a chair a little bit like Wendy. Anyways, though.
So I've been practicing abstinence.
Yeah.
All right, now.
I've had no hookups.
Congratulations.
I'm lying.
Is that something
But
you say congratulations to?
huh?
Is that something you say congratulations to?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Knowing me, I'm not a hoe.
Yeah. Ooh. And then he looks at me, y'all.
Wait a minute.
I don't even know what this is. I'm
I
ready
was
to
not
turn my
saying-
mic off. I mean, he looked at me.
Giving a Malik Yoba
So,
exit.
What's
Or however
you
say
said you
his last
practicing
name.
abstinence? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So when I'm dating people
Mm-hmm.
going forward, I'm not having sex right off the bat. Like
Wait,
I'm
is that
waiting, like Jill
abstinence?
Scott said.
No, listen. Let's
I'm making
clarify.
you wait.
Can you clarify the
to the
difference for some
fifth.
of our listeners between abstinence
And celibacy.
and celibacy?
Yeah.
So abstinence is abstaining from sex in the sense of like you're still having sex, but you're not giving it up so easily.
Yeah.
While celibacy is like
Nothing.
no
Okay.
sex at all.
Also, celibacy means no coming at all. So it means not even like back it up. Yeah,
No,
that's celibacy.
no. Is
that- no,
It
it's
is.
not.
Look it up. Ask somebody.
Well, I mean, I'm celibate.
Yeah,
but
But have you come?
absolutely.
Yeah, so
Shit.
that's abstinence. So that's part of abstinence is for refraining from.
No, but I'm
actually
like,
taking
even if I'm
taking part in
dating,
sex
I'm
with
not
somebody else.
having sex at all.
Yeah,
So we're doing the same
abstinence.
thing.
Yeah, you guys are pretty much doing.
Oh,
the same
you're not
thing.
having sex at all?
No. But
Period.
that's the
No,
same thing
I mean,
as
well,
abstinence.
with myself, that's
Oh.
about it.
That's what I'm saying. That's the same thing as abstinence. Celibacy is you're not ejaculating at all, or even.
I'm
you know, at
confused.
all.
Oh,
I need
no.
to. Where's Google?
Yeah, we gonna Google it.
Where's
by the end of the
Google?
show. Anyway,
Can we drive the
go what
boat
you were
again?
saying. We can drive the boat in a minute. Hold on. Go what you were saying before we went on to the differences. So you answered the question. You gave the definitions.
Oh,
that you
yeah.
were
Yeah.
saying Before that,
What else I got? Before I don't know.
that's what you said.
What
you were
else
just
did you do during the
practicing.
break?
Oh, during the break,
Abstinence.
nothing. I've been
Nothing.
working. Focusing on myself. Like I'm just tired of like y'all know my personality. I'm a very like I give myself to people all the time as far as
we
like
know.
just being social, blah blah blah. Like I've been stopping that.
Yes,
like, I'm
good.
Like meditating, going to the gym,
Absolutely.
and just focusing on me.
Come on, boundaries.
Yes,
I love
Yo,
it.
You know,
I love
that
it.
was rough for me. so.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
What about you, Ray Bay?
What's up?
Well, besides being celibate or abstinent, I don't know what it is now.
Right. We still ain't pulled up
Surprised he
Google.
know. He be really knowing like other
I
shit.
know. I'm confused because I thought
Don't be
celibate
confused. We
means
gonna
that
figure it out.
even
Y'all
if
let
you
us
are
know.
romantically
Y'all let us
involved
know. Right.
with somebody, you're just not having sex
Right.
until you decide that celibacy pack is over.
Well, I didn't know you
Exactly.
couldn't come when you were celibate, but anyway.
That's the thing.
Really?
No, all of that is out.
I mean,
Anyways,
I
though.
guess I'm on a different level. I don't know.
Maybe not.
Anyway, it doesn't
Maybe I'm
matter.
wrong.
There's
Please
levels
Doesn't
of
matter.
celibacy.
But you know, I've been really just doing a lot of artwork, working. I wanted to travel, but it did not happen. It's okay.
Because we live in the fucking Bay Area.
Oh my god!
It just makes it.
Right.
I mean, the only travel I've done is like
Difficult.
this L.A.
That's still
That's a-
traveling.
that's-
I'm about to say that's
I don't
more than a
consider
lot
that
of
traveling.
motherfuckers
I feel like
did in
going to your
5
other
years.
home, you know?
Listen, that's more than a lot of motherfuckers that did in 5 years.
And the thing is, California is a long ass state.
It is.
So it's like
Right.
for people on the East Coast, like y'all can travel 5 states in the
Yeah.
amount that we travel
New
from
Jersey.
here to
That's
LA.
true.
So
That's very true.
It is traveling for
That's
sure.
true. I've been, trying to get back to my spiritual side. That's been it's been rough on that end, but I'm decided I was done with therapy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were resolved.
I mean, I feel like I'm still working on myself and the same topics that I was discussing in therapy, but I can do it on my own now.
Yeah.
So I got all the tools,
So you have
and
to-
I was
yeah.
I
ready.
can see that. Too.
Yeah.
I can see that too.
And he cut his hair.
I did. Oh my God! Everybody,
It looks
has,
really good.
Thank you. You know,
does
I've
look
had
really,
mixed
really good.
reviews
And I
from
remember you
people.
telling me
Who-
that-
who-
you told
who
me the
said
other day.
otherwise?
Some people were
Not
really
who, but-
loving the hair. Some people were really loving the hair, but I think because it gives them a certain identity of me, and that's exactly the reason why I cut it. Yeah.
I love that. I
And
love
you were
that.
saying yesterday too. You were like, "Yeah, I don't know how my hair gonna look." And my
You
hair
know
look
what?
like egg.
I was so when you
It
have
don't
long
look like
hair
an
for
egg,
like
though.
5 years, you forget like, okay, what does the shape of my head looks like?
Right.
You know, go back on Instagram. I'm like, maybe it's a bad picture. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, but after I cut it, I was just like, oh, I feel free. I can just get up and brush it
You
and
are
go.
not
Younger
your
too,
hair.
actually.
Does it?
It does make you look younger.
Okay, because you know all the grays was poking out.
They still,
You know,
and
I
your
love my
chin
gray hair.
and your beard. You can see
I have even more gray hair in my beard after I cut my hair.
though. It works.
I really
It
love
works.
it. People think it's sexy.
Listen,
People think it's
Hello?
sexy. Come on, proud.
I think
with
it's
the proud
sexy.
Look.
Thank you.
I think it's
Thank
sexy.
I think it's
Thank
sexy,
you.
I hit my
too.
tooth on the microphone. Go ahead, JB.
Who's
Sorry.
gonna call me?
Bloopity.
Ray-Ray?
Yeah.
Oh, bloopity. So for me, you know, just still doing the same things in LA. I actually myself haven't done too much traveling as well this summer, but definitely been trying to refocus on what I want to do moving forward and building connections with people that are in my community. And
Look at
you know,
y'all growing
just doing
up.
stuff like that.
We try.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I think I feel like there's a sense of urgency for me because I mean people can tell me all the time that you're not that old, but I am getting older. I'm passing my early 30s, so it's like I feel like there's an urgency for me as an individual to make sure that things are aligned and kind of on this one track for me moving forward.
Okay.
Because time is of the essence.
Very much
is.
so.
You know,
It
so-
always has been, but now we're like
Exactly. You just got to be a
in
little
our
bit
30s.
more
Well, I'm not in my
balanced.
30s yet.
I mean,
Balanced thinking. When
30 is very weird. It's like people tell you you're an adult, but I don't feel it. Like I'm an
Right.
adult 9 to 5, and after that, I was just like,
Society has
if you
told
looked
us
in my
that
room,
we're
you
Right.
look like he ain't got his shit together.
That's all it is. And that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a deeper conversation
Yeah.
we can have. But it's literally society saying, at 30 years old,
You
this
gotta
is
be.
what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
This is where you're supposed to be at.
I mean, I'm Haitian.
Meanwhile, we just literally got out
Haitian.
our 20s when we was turning up in Vegas and everything.
Yeah.
And now we're flat at 30. We're supposed to be doing this.
For Haitians,
No
the parents
thanks.
said it at 25.
oh
Wow.
no.
25, you should have had 2 degrees or 3 by now.
Not 25.
Wow.
3 degrees at 25.
Okay. Did you have a childhood?
Have you met Caribbean immigrants?
Did you have fun?
Do you know why
Shit.
Caribbean and African immigrants are like the most
Successful,
educated?
I guess.
You know,
No,
it's because we
absolutely.
have those standards.
I get that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get
Well, y'all
that.
can keep it because I don't.
Right. I mean, I let it go. I'm over here trying to be an artist.
I want
Right.
my
No,
you
childhood.
went to
college.
I did, but you know, my parents, if my parents, when I told them I wanted to be an artist, it was just like,
But yeah, I think that's universal. Unfortunately.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Oh, we gotta turn that off.
But yeah,
How do we turn that off?
that fan.
But yeah, so yeah, on the
Yeah.
side. Just twist
It is hot in the studio, though.
Just
But,
twist
man,
it.
Go. No,
Okay,
but,
there we go. Oh, I don't even hear nothing in the headphone.
So what I want to say is like, has there been anything, or you can give a few things that has happened that you've seen, like just in entertainment or on TV or whatever that has happened, or something personally in your life that that has happened that you want to like share and tell us about. I probably know some things. We probably know some things because we're close, but
Yeah, right.
share some things that have happened or that you've seen in the media or something.
you want to go first to kind of give me an example?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, as far as like media wise and entertainment wise, you got people out here snitching.
Oh, my
Tekashi.
God.
Tekashi
6ix9ine, he's out here
God.
snitching.
But is that
there's a lot of people.
is that wrong though for him to snitch?
I was
Like
gonna get
if
to
you,
say that.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I was gonna say there's some people that believe in snitching. There's other people that are saying that they would do the same thing had they been in his shoes. So there's two sides.
So there's people
of the
that
story.
don't believe in snitching and people that would say, okay.
Exactly. So I call it snitching because I don't believe in snitching, but there's also
So you would do 50 years for some other
So
nigga.
I wouldn't do no crime with no niggas to begin with.
Right.
I wouldn't do anything. If that's one thing that, like, if you're laced with game growing up or whatever in the black community, that's one thing they tell you. If you're going to do or fuck around and do some shit, do
ready.
it alone. Because you can be you're your own witness, and you're your own defense, you all that. But when you do it with hella people, that's 5 snitches.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they going to do
right.
exactly like Tekashi 6ix9ine did.
But
They're
then also
doing.
that's the product of when people that are not black can say nigga all their life and feel like
And this younger
then we gotta
generation,
live
too.
like a nigga.
This younger generation don't be
Hello?
I mean, that's
I don't want to put on the generation. They're cute.
Eh.
I love them.
Man.
I love
I
this.
love
This
y'all.
is
No,
another
I didn't really
relationship for
follow
me.
up on the story of what happened. I saw all the memes, but I haven't looked into it. But I was watching SNL, and then they call him Teriyaki 6ix9ine, and I cannot take that name out of my mind now. I'm like, it's stuck, and it ruined it.
Not teriyaki.
Teriyaki 6ix9ine.
Yeah, so that's one thing that's been going on. I also have been following the debates. I've been liking the debates back and forth to the Democratic nominees.
If you don't mind sharing, who's your front runner right now?
Ooh, so I think everybody already knows that.
I know, but I just
Well, actually, a lot of people, because I'm not. I don't hold
You're
my
not
tongue when
ashamed,
like
yeah.
on Twitter, on Instagram, and everything like that. Kamala Harris, she's actually my front runner right now, and I've been saying that for a long time. Like even when she was running to become the Attorney General of California and then Senator and everything like that, I just said that I could see her being our president. Since then, unfortunately,
Come on,
I won't be too
Kamala.
much on that. I won't.
Right.
You know,
That's for another
dive too much
episode.
on that. But since then, it's crazy that all this information, now that she's running for president, there's a lot of information that's just trying to distort my view already on her.
Hello.
But nonetheless,
We
she's
have an
still my
episode coming up
front
about
runner.
cancel culture.
Exactly. She's still my front runner. There's, I think Elizabeth Warren is dope.
I love her. That's my front runner. Sign up.
Yeah, I think she's dope. To be honest with you, if I really had to choose right now, it'd just be like between her and Elizabeth Warren. To be honest with
Because
you.
Bernie is, I mean, he's cute. I know there's like people that are like,
I remember we got into it on
Wait.
the Bernie
oh yeah,
child.
me and JV got into
Yeah,
it.
me and
He
JV.
did. It
What
was
was
back
that?
at
That
the.
was our
This
first
is
ever
during.
argument.
Vegas?
Right. This is during the DNC when he was running against Hillary. So I was for Bernie and JB's was for Hillary, and they had their oh no, it was the DNC. So she had already won everything, and everybody had to like concede to her basically. And I don't know if that's the right word, but yeah. So, but it was so stupid. I was like, Bernie can still say no if he wanted to. And then Justin was like, no, he can't because everybody else already said yeah. Like, why would he say no? Like, you know. And then I was like, no, legally he can still say no if he wants to, and like still, it was just stupid. And then we got into this big ass argument. And then we had to text each other, I love you at night.
See, it's people like you. I was like, see, it's people like you. The reason why she's not gonna win the election.
But that is a point though, because
Yeah.
that is why she didn't win.
Exactly,
Because
yeah.
people were like burn or bust.
But obviously,
and
I could have said it differently, and that's
Well,
what heated it
I
up.
mean-
Because I was just
to
so
be
mad.
honest-
I'm like, come on, bruh. You still got these Bernie people out here. That's like,
but they're still there. I'm not one of those
I get it,
anymore,
I
but
get
they're
it.
still here.
I think everybody keep
Respect.
going
Not
like the reason
unfortunately,
why
but-
she did not win the election is because it was like a split between Bernie and Hillary, but we know like it was voter fraud.
Well, then it came out right, exactly.
Yeah.
And
So
that-
we got to let that narrative go because that's not true. Like now we know, and now we're trying to impeach, Agent Orange, which is
Well,
way overdue.
That's a lot. That's a
way
lot to
overdue.
unpack.
right.
Y'all need to
But-
be watching.
Look,
The
I'm sitting
View,
up here,
though.
my
The View
legs
be
crossed.
unpacking it.
Man.
The View be unpacking it.
Oh, I love me some
They've
The
been
View.
going at it.
We watch The View all the time.
Yeah, we watch
That
The View all the
actually,
time.
that's one thing I've been
Hi,
doing
Whoopi.
less of is following up right now. I like to read things, but right now watching people's opinions on and commentary on politics, I can't do it.
You know why I do
Yeah.
it? I do it because I like to just get different perspectives and information from people that I don't normally get from in my community or that I talk to on a regular basis. So when I do turn on The View and when I do turn on CNN, I'm hearing.
Do you watch Fox? Sorry.
Not really.
No? Okay.
No, but I've tuned in
See,
before.
what's your point? That's why
because I appreciate somebody that is a conservative that speaks on Fox.
Right.
So I've seen her speak on Fox. But
Mm-hmm.
to my initial point was that I think it's important to get different people's perspective on what's going on in the world. So when I watch The View, I really enjoy
Meghan
McCain's
and Abby
perspective,
Huntsman.
and I enjoy both of them. And I enjoy like all the other Joy is really really funny.
Oh, I love
and
her.
everything like that. But it's just a different twist on what's going on.
Yeah.
And that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to take that as truth, because
Right.
people are going to distort what their agenda to get
And they're
across.
very
Yeah.
factual.
But you can literally just take in information and weigh if you want to believe it or not, and then even expand your mind from what you already know about the situation.
Okay.
Anyways, I digress.
what you been here about?
Really, I've kind of just really avoided. Avoided. I've avoided the what's kind of like.
I gotta just avoid it.
I've avoided the
Said
debates
avoid
right
it.
now. I've avoided the debates. I've checked out because I think right now mentally I've been so like I'm like really reshaping my whole. I don't want to say identity, but I'm working on myself a lot, and I don't know if a lot of other people feel that way, but politics is one of those things that really affect me down to a mental level. Like
Especially nowadays,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
That's true.
So I've been working on building myself up to receive like, the messages and the propaganda that everybody's throwing out. But I'm just like, I watched part of a debate and I got frustrated and I just turned off turn off like the computer because I was just like, I can't do it. It's ridiculous. It looked like a shit show.
Do you ever think
it
that you're
still
going
is.
to tune back in? Eventually?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
definitely will. I definitely will catch up. I will read on people and their backgrounds. I like to do. I love history, and and when you're a politician, you leave a trail.
Yeah.
And I like patterns, and people leave patterns around. I don't need to hear what you're saying at the moment. I mean, yes, you kind of do need to hear how they feel about things now. I want to know that you own up to it and learn
Yeah.
if you messed up. But I also like to see people's patterns, and because politicians, they study the landscape of what people want them to be for, and that's how they win their platforms.
Yeah.
How the hell did this become a political episode?
I don't know, but
I guess because that's what we do.
Yeah.
It's not, but I mean, yeah, that is part of what we're doing. It is
Yeah.
a conversation that
Right.
really needs
That's
to be had
that's what we
more.
live in now.
Yeah.
I mean, people are just like are voting for this person is more popular this week off of their last interview, and it's like, okay, they were funny, or it was just like so stupid.
Or who's getting the most comments on Instagram?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, it's ridiculous.
Before we exit that topic, though, I
Yeah.
do want to just correct and say it's Kamala Harris. I be speaking fast. I speak fast.
What did you
and
say
I
before?
I think I said Kamala.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
I
remember
said it.
that,
I just say it really.
I
fast.
heard Kamala. I've heard of
But
people
it's
say
definitely
different
Kamala.
ways. Yeah, Kamala
And
Harris.
she's an AKA.
And she is an AKA.
Yeah.
Yeah. From the Bay Area.
Go Greek.
Okay.
I have been paying attention to too much. But at the same time, nothing at all, because it's nothing that holds substance.
Wow.
So it's like, because like being on Instagram and like Facebook and like seeing everything, like just like you were saying earlier, like just being fed everything. It's like there's so much going on.
Yeah.
That I guess I understand why people latch on to what gets the most comments and stuff now, because you're getting fed the shade room, neighborhood talk, all that stuff. Like it's being fed to you. So a lot, nothing at all.
But it's crazy that you say that, because that is very true. But yet, what do? We still let it be fed to us.
Well,
so
exactly.
It can't be fed to us unless we allow the information to come within us.
Right.
So I think the important thing to say is be careful on what you're being fed.
Well, yeah, you
So
can, because
just,
you can control what you're following
Yeah.
and like what you're
Yeah,
allowed.
exactly.
And going like back to boundaries, like establishing like, no, I don't want to know this. But I think that can become murky too, though. Like because that's how we've gotten to a space of people not wanting to hear other people, right? It's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. I'm going to tune it out. You
I'm
know?
mostly talking about like balance. Like if we're both following, if my like me specifically, I follow the Shade Room and I follow Neighborhood Talk. So I'm literally getting like all this information from 2 gossip platforms on Instagram.
Mostly the same thing.
Mostly the same thing. But what I can do is just shut one off. You know what I'm saying? Just one. I mean, that's a start, right? And then the next one, because all of it is it's starting to be very repetitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's not drama. It's somebody's music coming out. It's not about somebody's
And then it's
music
people we
coming
don't
out.
even know or
There's some
heard
people that we
of.
don't even know. So it's just really repetitive. But I think we feed off of, to your point, being fed. I think we literally feed off of seeing like drama and negativity and, you know, other people's lives and the disorder and, you know, things that we see ourselves potentially wanting to, like, we see the Shade Room posts as like looks from the Emmys. We look at a person and be like, oh, I would love to wear that dress or I would love to wear that outfit. So it's things like that I feel stimulate us to keep on tuning into these type of platforms.
Yeah.
You know? Anyways.
But I mean,
That's
you
been
said
my
something
last
here
month.
about music and stuff, and that's what I've been focusing on a lot. I've been listening to a lot of music, and I wanted to ask you if there is, you know, an album that's out right now that's really speaking to you.
You know, the first you talking to me, and then you're like, okay.
I mean,
Let
everybody.
me answer
No,
that
you
real
first.
quick.
No, go.
The first album that literally came to mind is Kurt.
Who?
Kurt.
Who?
Kirk?
Kurt.
Who is Kurt?
It's by the baby. But they still looking like who the
The
baby?
the baby. Oh, that's his real name.
No, that's the title of the album.
Oh, Kurt.
So
Okay.
he said an album that stood out to me is that album right now
Kurt.
because I've been really like I just been in the zone like with that album. Not saying that it speaks to me, but that's the first one that came to mind.
Okay.
Doing that type of thing. One right now that literally speaks to me, which is crazy. You're probably gonna love this. Is Hers album?
Yes, because that was my answer.
Literally,
You know,
it's
yes.
like I don't know. I just grew
Yeah.
a great appreciation from like I think it's like watching her perform and watching her aura and her vibe. I'm like she is so dope.
Yeah.
Dev could like literally.
You already
speak on
said
this.
Devry, Chad.
Well, I corrected myself. Her name is Dev the Coolest. So he can speak more about this. But yeah, her energy and her vibe and her aura is just like
Yes.
it's like a wave. So
Go ahead,
Yes.
Dev.
Uh,
Dev, go ahead.
Well, I was
Speak
gonna. No,
on
I
it.
was gonna say her.
Yeah.
He already took it. And she's only 21,
right.
which goes to just age is just a number, like Aaliyah's. And age ain't nothing but a number. But since that was stolen,
that was stolen. You can still say the same thing.
There's
what
no.
speaks to you.
Well,
speaks
that
to you.
yeah, that definitely. I love that album, the EP, or she combined the EP and added 4 new songs.
Yeah.
But I also have been. It's not an album, but I've been listening to Lucky Day a lot more.
Oh my goodness.
I love Lucky Day.
Rosamo. That
Listen.
song Rosamo. You know that song Rosamo?
I don't think
We
I-
gonna play that song before the end of the day.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my god, we gotta play that song before the end of the
Anyway, yeah, that song is a vibe. But I've been listening to him a lot over the past couple
Okay.
of months.
What's his
yeah.
album called? Or do you
I don't
remember?
know. No, I don't know. I just been listening to him on Pandora.
Okay, come on now.
I've really been into Jadana's album 85 to Africa.
Jadena, my goodness.
His fine ass.
Oh my God. Ooh.
I don't know
Can we
what
take
happened.
a
I was
moment?
Like, it's like he was gone for a minute. We forgot.
Can we
and all
take
of a
a-
sudden, it was like, wait, what is this
Wait,
tattoo?
can we
What
take
are all these
a
muscles?
moment? Can we take a moment?
Listen.
Because Jadena, I'm sorry. You
Go ahead,
brought
go
him
ahead.
up.
I'm in the moment.
I'm over here creaming.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not in that moment.
Literally had to- we were doing so good.
We were.
y'all.
But you
Welcome
know
back,
what?
season
Creamy
Damn, it's
3.
gonna be deaf.
He had to bring in the Krispy Kreme, y'all.
Ooh, Jadena, child. And he recently said that he. Oh. I mean, he didn't say that. He didn't say nothing bad. He didn't say he
I'm
was.
about to say, what are you talking about?
But
He recently said that
I
he-
visual. He was on a Breakfast Club and he was
Yeah.
talking about
the
being in
LGBT
open
history.
relationships, huh?
Oh, okay. Go
Oh,
ahead.
we on 2 different.
No, he was talking about
Right.
he was talking about politicians speaking against homosexuality in Africa.
Yeah,
And
well,
then
that was on
he
another
was-
interview, but yeah.
Okay, because
Anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't finish what you've been listening to.
I
Jadena,
love
sorry.
like when he was speaking on that. It's like it's something I researched because I wanted to like develop like a queer history class someday, and
That's
to talk about
necessary.
like history in Africa where there was trans identity, there were gender nonconforming folks, people actually in this society today having one gender is pretty new.
Can you clarify?
Identifying with
That's a
one
deep
gender.
song. That's a deep.
Right, because I had my mind was like, "Woo!" I was ready for that
Identifying
one.
with one gender is actually this is something of like this new society that we're in right now. But there were folks that were queer were respected in the community because they had, they seen two sides of like their, I guess, beings in their community. So they were looked at as the person that you'll go to for advice. They were like the spiritual leaders and stuff like that.
And here we are with the podcast.
Right. So studying that in African history and like, so they really came and fucked everything up. Like turn it upside down, make us believe like we're not worth it in the society where
absolutely
we actually hold more like
Power.
intuitive power than we give ourselves credit for.
Absolutely.
So that's pretty dope. I love that he mentioned that because I'm like, coming from I don't know how he identifies. I'm assuming that he identifies as a heterosexual man. But coming from him, a black man, I really appreciated it that he spoke on that.
He does something to me. I really don't know. Why'd you bring him up?
Are you ruined for the whole episode, for the rest of this episode?
Done. I have nothing else to say. Jadena, come over.
Y'all should see our group message.
Oh, child, Jadena.
Our group message when
okay.
Jadena.
So basically, what else has been going on though?
Jadena.
Oh.
Okay, sorry. Let's move on. With me or
just in general that you had thoughts about? That you literally had thoughts about?
We all moving to LA.
We all?
Well, he's already
Well,
there.
you're already there, but we all gonna be there.
No, but he.
Well, no. Well, I don't know if you. Well, he won't be there, but
I do have an announcement that I did want to make. No, I did have an announcement that I do. All seriously, jokes aside, I was like, "Oh, this will be surprise the guys and then surprise."
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, basically, I'm in a relationship
Basically,
with the money.
child.
With the money.
Bye. Good night.
I can't stand
Give me the. Let's drive the boat. Let's drive the boat. Let's drive the boat. Let's drive the boat. Talk about in a relationship with the money.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I'm not in a relationship anymore. I really miss him, but
I'm like, where's this coming from?
last season I was in a relationship.
Confused.
I'm not in a relationship anymore.
Like,
but we still care about what? We still care about each other a lot. But it's like sometimes you're in a relationship with someone that you care about. Oh, let me drive the boat real quick, y'all. Oh, don't spill on the mic.
Shut up. In the middle of what he was saying.
Oh, okay. Oh, monkey show. Oh, cha. That is a lot. Come on, Ray.
Okay.
Did you get some? Did JB get some?
I did.
Oh, okay.
He did. He got himself first.
Okay.
But sometimes you're just not compatible at the core of it. You
I
know
that.
Like, we're still really good friends. I'm not going to speak on him too much, but that also happened in the last 2 months. You said you had some already, and now you want to drink some more.
Oh shit!
You don't know how to
Open that
catch it?
throat. What are you? What?
That's a whole nother conversation. After hours conversation at my house. No, let me stop.
Well, we are moving. Why we both look like?
Okay, I'm just joking. I know that's what it was. Like the retro street scratch.
All right, we have like no time left. Ooh.
We don't.
No.
No.
But
I do want to just leave it off on this note. I'm sorry. I know I've been doing that. But I do want to leave it off on this note to what you were just talking about. And I think that's really, really dope that you were self-aware and you took account to what you had going on and knew you had to, take a step back. And I admire that about you.
Yeah.
You I don't know, that's you being a Pisces or what it is. I don't know.
No, because Pisces,
like,
they paint Pisces like we just some weak ass bitches. And I'm not using bitch in the derogatory way. I know, being PC, 2019.
It's all good.
But no, thank you. I appreciate that.
So just leave it on that good positive note.
Definitely. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. Let's not make it about me at the end of the damn episode.
Make it about me the other 5 episodes.
Thank you.
No, just joking.
Thank you. I missed and love y'all so much.
I do miss y'all.
Yes, welcome back.
This
is just the beginning.
I don't think the three of us have been. The three of us together. We've done some things, but all three of us haven't been together.
That's true. We haven't since the last time we recorded. That's odd. that I haven't hung out with y'all in that long.
Well, I mean, I'm not around the corner.
I know, but at least shit, you can come.
I've
visit.
seen y'all separately, but I haven't. All three of us haven't.
Yeah,
but we're back.
We're back. Oh, season 3. Listen,
sponsored.
Yeah, we're sponsored.
Really
Listen, wait for a couple more seconds because you'll hear the sponsored thing.
Yes.
Thank y'all so much for listening to another episode of Slick Talk. We'll see y'all next. Oh, and we're weekly now.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we're not bi-weekly.
Definitely. So tune in next week for the next episode.
Yes.
Tune in next week for the next episode. Hashtag
Slick Talk.
Yeah.
He's like a news as a game show host.
I see.
Tune in
That's
to the
talent
next
right
episode.
There.
Okay,
we love y'all. See y'all next time.
See
Bye.
ya. Bye.
This episode of Slick Talk was brought to you in part by Nexus Recording Studio, where the Bay records. Are you looking to do your own podcast, your own EP, your own mixtape? Check them out. It's in Oakland, California. That's where we record. And it's amazing. And it's amazing. And it's amazing. And it's amazing.